and the 20th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Indiana in the red, Ohio State in the white, and Ohio State wins the tip. Cheryl Miller, watch list player and somebody who was a first-team all-leaguer last season, as Mackenzie Holmes. External expectations right now because we haven't beat all of these AP top 25s. Well, they've got another opportunity to do it again here tonight. Down to Holmes again, and she has all 6 of Indiana's points. And the 5th turnover of this first quarter for Ohio State.
Well, Ohio State can ill afford to mishandle the basketball.
Ohio State now 0 for 5 from the floor to start the ball game as Pat Berg rolls it down, and it's a 10-0 lead for the Hoosiers.
Tempo control, and without the services of Madison Green, as we said, with that knee injury, that makes it a lot tougher. But they have to have a poised pool. She has to be ready to score. Well, I think you have to really play some tough competition. I mean, the Big Ten has 6 teams in the top 25 or receiving votes in the top 25. But that's her game, that mid-range area. Terry Morin has challenged her to average a double-double. She just needs about 3.5 more rebounds to get that done. Some meat on the bone when you're talking about opportunities to score.
Berger, tough shot through the contact from Ricky Harris.
Her Team USA experience over the summer has paid dividends. Saying that she has to play with that poise, and that was why that was one of the keys in the absence of Madison Green this season.
Holmes back the other way for Indiana.
Mackenzie Holmes, she's trying to prepare for the next level. She's only a junior, so if she can knock down the 3 ball on a consistent basis.
Holmes beyond the arc. Now you have to.
Right, you know, and that's the adjustments that you have to make when people add on to their game. Well, Kevin McGuff said that Braxton Miller is their most vocal leader on the court, just a high basketball acumen.
It already has 11 points on 5 of 6. And right back the other way, Taylor Mikesell says not so fast. She answers with a 3.
Well, these two teams battled it out last year and split, as you said, but any game in Big Ten competition is always going to be like a playoff game.
Cardano Hillary pulls the trigger on a 3 and knocks it down.
Off the ball, but watch. Nice kick out to the corner and then a pitch back by Pat Berg.
Berger takes it herself and sneaks it in with the left hand.
Cardano Hillary. And then Grace Berger gracing us with this nice strong move. And she's not going to be the most gregarious, not the most talkative, but when she speaks now, there's a different level of confidence exuding from her voice.
Tonight. Wagner lost it on the drive. Now a fast break opportunity for Mikesell. And the floater off the top of the backboard goes down. All season long, suffered a knee injury in the preseason. Buckeyes still learning how to play without her offensively, but that'll help. A second opportunity for Mika Lashikova.
But they have been really connected, and they have looked better here in the second quarter in that way.
First bucket in almost 3 minutes for Indiana. Mikesell right back the other way, and just a little too much behind it as Berger comes on the run out. And she finishes through a little bit of contact. Hoosiers giving Mackenzie Holmes a little bit of a rest. And Cardano Hillary on the reverse, putting a little English on the basketball.
Well, she is from Spain. I think she put something else on it, but she is really playing great. You can tell a lot of pride coming out of Ohio State right now at home.
And Keandra Brown has a chance at a 3-point play. Back and forth we go.
I mean, just a total miscue.
Down to Gulbe, working on Miller. And Goulbe created some space and knocks down the 5-footer. A 3.5-second differential between game and shot clock here for Berger. Gives it up to Goulbe, and from the top of the key, puts it in. Is off the mark in the second half, off and running from Columbus. Braxton Miller right to the cup, and gets an easy 2 for Ohio State in the first quarter. And then a couple of subsequent runs from Indiana allow them to keep the double-digit lead. And there is J.C. Sheldon right on cue to start the second half. From downtown, it's the best three-point shooting team in the Big Ten. They cough it up, though, the 12th turnover of the game. And Cardano Hillary takes it all the way. That's 4 straight games with at least 4 turnovers for the second-year player out of New York, who is still figuring out how to be the point guard in this offense, because typically it's been Madison Green.
Talking about Madison Green, you're talking about 13 points, 4 boards, 6.5 assists as well.
And that's back-to-back buckets now for Indiana off turnovers. Miller off the backboard. And now Cardano Hillary leading the break. Berger stop and start, and a chance for the three-piece for the senior. It's an Indiana team that's holding opponents under 60 points per game again this season, and they're getting production like that night in and night out.
And take their time. I think, Matt, they're taking quick shots, and those aren't the best shots. They've got to give up the good shots for the great shots here.
That's a good one. Shooting almost 56% from distance.
She's a striker.
And right back the other way, Grace Berger trading buckets. Sheldon wanted a call there, won't get it. She's still behind the play. Home run pass to Pat Berg, and Indiana on a roll here.
It's just impressive defensive energy from Indiana tonight for sure on the road.
Meanwhile, Ohio State, to your point, Christy, shooting just 33% from the floor. Mike Sell, no. Beecham a third opportunity. Sheldon on the pull-up, and she's good. Back-to-back buckets. And Beecham not ready for the pass. Goulbe driving, count the basket, a chance at the and one.
But she was honorable mention, all-conference last season, and it's just tough not to have that kind of force on the court.
It's just elevated everybody's spirits and excitement for this season. Sheldon, off-balance runner, got it to go off the window. In the first half, here's Kateri Poole. Beecham with 4 on the timer, and a tough shot goes over Mackenzie Holmes. And that is how we close. The Hoosiers have shot 55% from the floor. They have turned Ohio State over 16 times. Kateri Poole back in running the point, finds J.C. Sheldon, who buries another 3. 13 of her 15 points in the second half. 4 to shoot for Pat Berg. Floats it to Holmes, who sneaks it up and in, and now Holmes another 20-point game.
In the paint, I love it. I think, you know, she's on that Lisa Leslie watch list, so I'm not the only one watching for her consistent play.
Sheldon back the other way, lays it in with the right hand.
I mean, they have experience, they have balance, they have confidence because of it, and you love to see it.
Berger left open. She won't miss that too many times. Grace Berger against the 20th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes.
Yeah, she came into this game with 15 blocks on the season, and she has just been all over it. With that early establishment, I mean, Naz Hillman, the player of the year last season from Michigan in the Big Ten. I mean, she does a tremendous job of that as well.
And one of the things Terry Morin told us as well about Holmes is just how she has taken care of her body. Defense was the biggest question mark for her. People didn't know if she could hang with Indiana, and that lunch pail mentality that you talked about in the first half, she's proving that in year 2 on campus.
And you've seen that with their intentionality, especially on defense.
Kevin McGuff even called them a potential Final Four team without a doubt as Sheldon strokes another three.
You'd like to think, wow, if she had been hitting like that in the first half, it would be a different game.
Harris, offensive board, swatted by Holmes and into the hands of Cardano Hillary, who draws a foul.
Tonight.
Mike Sell, quick trigger three, no. Tips it out to Sheldon from the top of the key. You bet. Fourth triple tonight. They were in those ball games and had opportunities to win.
Well, Terry Morin told us that their shots just weren't falling as Padberg gets that one to go. I mean, I think Cardano Hillary was 0 for 10 in that game, so they just missed opportunities on the offensive side.
And they are measuring up. They expect to get back to the final, back to the Elite Eight, and they want to get to the Final Four. Here in Columbus, though, all Hoosiers. They've now won 11 consecutive regular season Big Ten games, improving to 8-2 on the season, 2-2 against the top 25.